straight, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finds his tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll keep it himself. That's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you. Get him on the ground. Now it's in fourth down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit, and you succeeded.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Off the play fake on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Auburn offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but...
There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. They want to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And it sits just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Bradley. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for him.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Simmons. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there. Nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You know, some people think it's a gamble, but sometimes it's really not. It's just a smart play to go for it on 4th down.
One thing you know is you're only going to have so many possessions. So the more you punt, the more...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front, everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the catch. It's Lee. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Got it looking for a first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Pass rush going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on them. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Makes the grab. It's Kane. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Powers through the defender. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying play action. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll immediately call timeout. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air on first down. He's going for the big play. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Auburn lines up quickly. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was...
And he'll hum it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
Makes the catch down the right side. Make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And that's what I